I'm back to replace the blower motor on this thing. First thing you gotta do, power. Now what I like to do is just, because I don't have a table or anything for my tools, just lay it down. Next, I'm gonna need this 90. That's probably about it right now. Boom. I kind of like taking pictures of where the wires go. Oh, I'm gonna drop my phone. All right. This capacitor is rusty. All right. So I gotta slide this out. In order to slide it out, I need to unscrew it from there and there. There's 3 screws in total. So you just take off these or unplug it, move it to the side. I will probably have to move this as well. Yep. So we get this, the 90. Pick it up later. Boom. Leave it right there. And like I said, these 2 screws. They're the same, I guess. And there's one more screw right here, right above the blower. And now you should be able to slide it out. And then just disconnect these Molex connectors from the actual blower motor. And then this is a plastic piece that holds the wires in, like a zip tie. Not like a zip tie, it is a zip tie. You just push the tabs, it should come out, unless I'm gonna break it. There we go. Out. And now I can pull this bad boy out. So like I said, I like to take pictures. So for some reason, I'm probably not gonna put it upside down, but you know, just easy to look at the picture. And if you're learning, sliding out, so you just keep sliding it out. Oh, everything's fine. All I did was fall off the brace or the mount within that leg. So we move everything back in. Get everything out of the way. And boom! Thing's out. Now you just gotta take it out from the bore wheel. Soak this bad boy real quick. Break the nut loose. So when you break it loose, sometimes it'll sink in. You just want to push it in more. I take this out of the way and set it somewhere safe. You just push that. Next, what I do, I actually move this around so the shaft is loose. Sometimes when the shaft is like seized on there, it's not going to be able to spin, so you got to keep like trying to turn it. And I spent so much time doing that one time. Not like a full hour just trying to get it out. There's like a special tool for this. You use like a motor pulley type of tool. but I've never really used it. I probably needed it that one time, but I got through without it. A lot of it is just prep. Little socket of mine. 9/16 maybe? Yep, 9/16. It's always good to have SA sockets with you. Let me save these bolts. A lot of the time the bolts, not a lot of times, they usually come with the washer, so just take off the washers, that way you don't lose them. And then, because if you lose the washers, you gotta get like a piece of sheet metal or something, or metal, or else it's just gonna squish this. Now you can, should be able to pull it off. Boom, it's out. See, like this, the boot came out with this. So when that happens, you could probably just take it out and put it back on there. Just like so. Next, take this off. And let me actually get my bit back. So this is where you have to be kind of mindful, because that motor is not the same size as this. That motor is like way taller. So sometimes I do measure it, sometimes I just don't care, if I'm being honest. Alright. Just unscrew the brace. It should just come out. Boom. The thing about these universal ones, they're not like plug and play. Kind of are, but I mean that goes for all the universal ones. Oh my god! Boom! It's all secured in there. Just making sure it's leveled. And then you just gotta get these little turn and twist, see if it's loose. And then for safety measures, I just go a little tighter again. You don't have to, but I just do it anyway. Boom. So again, keep in mind that the wires have to face the front. That way you can troubleshoot or whatever. So like that. Now I like to lube up this shaft before putting it in. If you know what I'm making. Oh shit. Whatever. I missed a lot, but whatever. So, boom, put it in the right direction. Alright, fit this bad boy in. Oh, you son of a gun. Alright, I finally got it in after struggling for no reason. And now you just want to hand tighten these first and then use an impact. Holy man, these grommets or boots, whatever you want to call them, they're so hard to get in there. Where's the other washer? Here we go. Get in. All right. A couple of good doos. So now you just straighten homeboy out. Make sure the flat side is on that hole, because if you don't, you're just gonna mess up the entire motor, wheel, and assembly and everything. You're just gonna regret ever living. So what you want to do is you want to make sure this thing is centered and that it spins freely. Oh snap! That just slip. All right, now I just leave that by itself. I get the Allen, whatever this nut is called. Make sure that's clean. And spin this bad boy on there. Come on, bottle. Why am I doing it so tight, you ask? Because I don't want no comebacks. Alright. No pricey comebacks. And you spin it, it spins freely. You did your job. Alright, now I just put this bad boy back in there. Next, let's put this bad boy back in here. Same way we took it out. Except it's not going to be that easy. So again, you got to watch out for the wires. Especially that other one over there. Ow! These darn zip ties. What did I just do with that red one? Oh. Alrighty, so you just gotta kind of get it in there, and then once you reach that little leg, you gotta lift it and then slide this little slit into that little slit over here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's gonna be like a little thing where it goes in. Alright, see that? It's on there. So get the bottom in first, and then the top part should just be easy. You can see it went through all the slits. Sometimes on the older ones it'll miss this section, so but this one's good. Now you just gotta screw it in. Screw in the 3 screws. Oh man. Cool, cool, cool. Man, that kind of made me tired. And to cut like these are pretty simple. These are going to be your 2 high voltages, and then your common for your low voltage. And this is just ground, wherever the ground went. And it's labeled right there too. So this white one should be the neutral, which is gonna, oh my god, so just start right there. So you just plug this in. Why is this getting caught? So you plug that in, and at the end of that it'll say C, which is common for the blue one. So now it's plugged in. So this will probably not reach. I might, it might. We'll see. If not, I'll just splice it. And then these are your speeds. I kind of don't want to mess with the speeds, but these wires are kind of old, so or this connector's old. So assuming this is your, here we go. It's labeled 1 is the lowest, 5 is the highest. So it's labeled right here. 5 is the very first one. And I think this connector only goes one way. I have to actually try to test it, but it goes in like that, and then you just wire it. So it should be kind of similar to this. Yeah, it'll say right here 5 is the black wire, so the highest speed is black, the lowest speed is blue. So you just wire it accordingly or splice it however you want to do it, and then we'll test it right now. I wired new high voltage. I left the same low voltage just because I'm not trying to take out all the wires from here, fish new wires through. Yeah, that's like kind of a pain in the butt, especially when there's like so many zip ties and it's so encased and tight. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna accidentally nick a wire or disconnect the wire and mess everything up. So I was like, eh. Plus, I'm trying to go home. So right now it's running. The thing about these aftermarket ones, the good thing about them, oh, that's hot. Why is it so hot? The good thing about these is that they can check which direction to go in. So that's pretty hot. I probably gotta raise up the speed on this. Should be alright though. Anyway, like I was saying, so these ones they go in either direction, so you don't have to switch the speeds. It automatically like knows what's direction to go in. Oh, I lost my other temp probe. That's right. I was like, yeah, it'd probably be like $500 more if we did the OEM. That's raising up high. But anyway, that's it. That's how you change the blower motor on this.